Hi there, friends and campers. Welcome in. This is Julie, your camp counselor, reporting for day 4 activity. Who's excited? Woo! Woo! Welcome in, campers. I should go a little bit more. Welcome in. Hey, Vanessa. I won't go in anymore. Zoom.
Oh, you wanted to go in?
Oh, yeah. How'd you do? Okay, thank you. I'm at that age I need technology help. It's terrible. Hey, Carolyn. Welcome, friends and campers and J Crew. We are going to be making such a fun flower tonight. She is sassy, lots of personality, and she is not hard. So I like to make some filler flowers a lot of times, and this certainly is a fantastic filler flower. Welcome in. Hey, Christy. Hi, Jeanette. Do you want your water?
Yes.
Welcome, friends and campers, Beeples, and J Crew.
Yes.
Woo! Hi, Grace. Well, yes, hello again. Thank you all for tuning in. This is our second tutorial of the night. We're going to continue the party after we're done here. We hop on over to our camp director's page where he's doing a special edition called the Director's Cut. So that will be held over at Florist the Explorer's page. And then we're going to end our night with an end of camp social to recap the festivities for the day. So we you have a couple hours yet with us, so stay tuned and enjoy the ride. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to be working on template 9 mini flowers. So we're going to switch it up again. She has a lot of texture. So we're going to be, the tools we need tonight are our flower shaping mats. We have our precision scissors. You need a piece of 18 gauge floral stem wire for rolling your sepal petals. A metal ball stylus tool, or you can use them as a dumbbell as well, from what I hear from our director. You also can, using the mini Surebonder glue gun. I like to use the 8-inch Gorilla Glue sticks. And some optional ink for you. So I'm going to use the Seedless Preserves, which is my favorite. And Forest Moss for a little bit on our sepals. And we're going back to Vintage Photo. So I'm using white, so this is why I'm using these colors, but you can choose to use any color ink or not ink at all. It's totally up to you. So welcome in, everybody. We're super excited to have you here for our mini flower tutorial of template 9. So my friend Camp Counselor V did post the link to my Etsy shop for the mini flower camp bundle. But you can also find the large template bundle over in her Etsy shop, and they are 50% off. As a huge thank you to all of you for tuning into Flower Camp 2024. Hi, Director.
Hey there. I'm getting my whistle,
no,
Julie,
okay, go ahead.
just so you can be ready. Hello, campers. Welcome to tutorial number 2 of tonight, day 4. I cannot wait to see what's in store, and I know you're going to want more. And get ready, because we're about to have some s'mores. Let's go!
What?
That's
S'mores?
what I'm talking about.
Yes.
S'more drinks.
S'mores.
I know.
S'more drinks. Get ready for that.
It's delicious. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get started. So for our sepals, we need 2 of them at 2 inches wide. Got some little girls here tonight. We are using just our centers from Template 9. So when you do purchase the mini flower bundle, I provide you a sheet and instructions on how I upload them to my machine's design space and the names of each of the items, so you'll have an image of them. So for Template 9, we're going to use center 1, 2, and 3 that come with the bundle. And then, of course, our sepal. That one was not me, friends. No worries. Thank you for joining, Nathan. Hey, Linda. You're welcome. I know, he was just here with the whistle, so if you all missed it, don't worry, you can hear it again on replay over and over and over again. So again, we are working with just the centers from Template 9 Mini Flower from the Flower Camp Mini Flower Bundle. And we are saving our videos to the playlist. I already had started my playlist on my page. We have some slackers, but that's okay. They've been super duper busy, so we will not call it out again. Hey, Tina. Hi, Donna. The burps.
Yes.
Vanessa says. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and get started. So again, we're using Template 9 Mini Flower. You need 3 of center number 2. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. This is center number 1. You need 3 of them at 3 inches wide. So let me move that over here so you can see that there. All right. So this is center number 1. I apologize. I'm not looking at my sheets like I should. And these centers are super duper crazy. But you know this is going to make a great flower. Let me separate them. I did cut them with a new mat. I just used the Cricut Premium Fine Cut Blade, and I used the regular cardstock setting. This is 65-pound cardstock. And then all we do is we need 5 of center 2 and 5 of center 3, all at 3 inches wide. So all of them are 3 inches. You're very welcome for the entertainment and good teaching, Nathan. Thank you. It's super duper fun. So I'm just going to separate these because they are stuck together. Because this is going to be a fun and spiky little flower with lots of personality. Just like your camping staff.
Yep. Especially our camp director.
Uh-huh. So this is center 2. We have number 3. And then we had number 1 also here. Okay. So again, we need 5, 5, and 3, all at 3 inches wide. Made it super easy. And then our sepal, we just need 2. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I mentioned, this is not a hard flower, so we're just going to set these. We're going to start with our sepals because I'm going to pull in our piece of scratch paper here, and we're going to just add a little bit of color. And again, if you choose to ink, it's totally up to you. So we're going to add a little bit of forest moss. I'm going to pull out my finger dabber I've been using. Again, keep using them. It holds the ink well, and you don't have to actually use a lot of ink then because it's already there on your finger dabber. So we're just going to brush it on. It doesn't matter how it looks. Don't worry. Flip it over. Do it on both sides. I brush out from the center. Just rotate it. So again, this one is good for in your bouquets. It'll look great in your arrangements. And again, it's not hard. So if you don't want to ink, you certainly don't have to. So we're just going to go the little extra mile here while we're on flower camp, because that's what we do around here. We are a little extra. Hi, Pat. Welcome in. Alrighty. So now we're going to add a little bit of a little bit of the vintage photo on the tips here, or you can use the ground espresso. It really doesn't matter. A little bit of a brown on the tips, just again to highlight the shape of those sepal petals. Hi Esther, welcome, welcome, welcome in campers. We are making our mini flower, a second flower. So yesterday we did another 4-inch flower using template 9. Now today we are making approximately 3-inch one, but we're just using the centers of our templates. And we will continue to work with these, our templates throughout the next month or two, because there's so many different variations and combinations that we can make with these. Again, just brush a little bit on the tips because you do want to highlight the shape of that sepal.
So delicate.
I know, she's little. And I just cut on the regular cardstock setting, so you don't have to use the intricate. I don't use it. I use a Cricut Explorer Air 2. And I didn't have any issues. This is the 65-pound cardstock by Astro Brights. You can pick it up at your local Walmart or in a pack of 250 from Amazon. I forgot. So we're going to stack our sepal petals very carefully, and we're going to take a piece of 18 gauge floral stem wire. So this is what we normally stem our flowers with, but always keep your little extra pieces handy because they are perfect for rolling up your petals. So place that floral stem wire down in the middle of the petal, and we're literally just going to pinch around it with your finger. No rolling, just pinch. All right, so again, place that down and just pinch around it.
I asked the campers who has actually been camping before.
Oh.
Grace says she has. Linda says she loves it. Tent camping with the skeeters and all the other wonderful things that make camping so much fun. Bobby says it seems frozen. It's not frozen on our side.
Yeah.
Chrissy says if we aren't pulling the camper in at our cabin, we are usually camping in federal forest or state forest campgrounds. No power, rustic campsites.
Ooh. Have you ever been camping?
I've never been camping. Ever.
I don't think I could. Maybe glamping, like AC, shower. I did go to Fort Wilderness and in my friend's RV, so I'll call that glamping.
Okay.
We had heat and air conditioning. I mean, probably in the same week because it was a little odd that weather, but
yeah, I've never been camping.
I need indoor plumbing.
Linda called us sissies.
I know. Linda, that's how I roll.
Camp director, have you ever been camping?
Yes.
Yeah?
Easter time is when we
That
camp.
is not camping.
It's glamping, but it's camping.
He camps in the park.
Tent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
overnight, like one overnight.
No.
It's not. There's a whole bunch of other people. That is not camping.
Now we're going to add a little bit of purple seedless preserves. Yeah, I don't think I could go in a tent. Mm-mm. Bugs, no. I'm high maintenance if y'all don't know that.
Esther says that she would need air conditioning.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. If the camper has, like, the plumbing and all that, I'm good with that.
Yeah, Christy says they do have a shower and toilet in the camper, so no outhousing for this girl.
Oh, good, good. No camping for Nathan. Yeah, I'm with you, Nathan. I am high maintenance. I need to be able to plug in my blow dryer, my straightener. like I could travel around like you, Martha, in your RV. That I can do. I'm all for that.
Nathan was in Boy Scouts and made Eagle Scout and did his time.
Good for you. I didn't know. I was never, no. I'm not an outdoorsy girl at all. Just on the lounge chair by the pool with a pool boy. I'm good.
Uh-huh.
So we're just adding a little bit of the seedless preserves around the tips, and a little bit you can brush on anywhere or randomly on your petal. And just because I've been doing that with all the flowers for my client's project wedding. So shout out to Teresa if you watch any of these. She does pop on. So that's coming up super fast when I get back. If I go back. No.
Nathan says, my niece was a Girl Scout and we camped in the front yard in a gated community.
Oh my God, I love that. That's how I would roll. I thought about it like in the backyard when we were growing up, but you know, no. I'm okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to start with center number 2. I have to think. So one of them we're going to cut in between every 3 petals. So you're going to see like a gap in between the groups of petals. So just one out of the 5 petals, you're going to make a slight little cut. So you're going to see that little group. I like to hug the left side of the petal. And why do we do this? It's so we can get in towards the center. We want our petals to close up on one another. So you can see that group of 3 petals there. Again, you just make a slight little sliver cut. With your precision scissors, these are from Dollar Tree. You don't need to spend a lot. Oops, I just poked my finger. So you don't want them sharp because I just poked.
What?
I poked my finger.
Oh.
Scissors.
I was like, first aid?
No. I need to go to the nurse right now.
Camp director, did you hire a nurse for camp?
No, but I got you. What do you need?
I'm good.
No,
I'm
we're
not
good.
drawing blood. We're okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I'll get you another drink, though.
That'll help. I'll forget about it. Forget right about it. We're going to add the 4 petals that we just didn't even have to style. This is what's so easy about this flower. Friends, just set out the 4 we didn't cut in the center of, okay? So we're just going to use our metal ball stylus. I'm going to use the smallest one, and literally all you have to do is roll it. I know you're not used to this with me. It's okay. Take some deep breaths. It's a little... I have to get used to it, not styling it so crazy. We're going to add a little bit of glue to one of our petals, but I know you're going to love the result. I do have to stand for this. And all you do is glue it together. You can try and get them in between, but honestly, don't worry about it. Roll them up. Add a little bit of glue. Now, we do want to rotate in between because you're going to still look for those little bit of gaps to get those petals in between. But you can see already she's going to be a fun one. Crazy center lady. Are you calling me a crazy center lady, Linda? Again, you're just going to place them in between the previous layers. All of our petals are 3 inches. So we started with center number 2. So now we have the one where we cut our little slices in towards the center. And you can see those groups of 3 petals. You make that little cut in there. Now all we're going to do is roll the center. So literally go in. You don't want to go along the edges like we did the other one. You're going to go right in the center and roll it. And that's going to make my center start to close in on itself. Add some glue. So she's standing pretty tall right now. So again, just keep rotating it around. I'm just going to try and get that little glue string without it moving all the petals. So thank you all for joining again to Flower Camp Day 4. What? I cannot believe it's already Day 4. It's crazy. If you miss Forever Petals by V, her tutorial is saved over on her Facebook page, so don't worry. And thank you for stopping by, whether it's live or in replay. We thank you for the love and support of Flower Camp, and we look to continue this for many years to come with all the laughs. So yes, please be sure to say or share it. And then also, as V said, which I didn't realize, you could create a board on Pinterest.
Yes. Yes.
For Flower Camp 2024 and share that love over there as well. So we appreciate that. And you can easily then find your tutorials as well. Look at her already.
That is so
It reminds
good.
me like of a sea urchin or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You could do it in an ombre color. Esther, yes, my friend, this one would be a little bit insane. We don't want you to go insane.
Linda says, y'all have the bestest and funnest time. Thank you.
Thanks. What's my crazy brain sometimes with these? All right, so now for center number 3. Esther, if you need me to give you some print, cut and trace files, just let me know, like at different sizes. So thank you for that. So we're going to separate our 5. That's probably the hardest part, is separating all these crazy little pieces.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now we're going to cut in between, again, each little group, and we're going to do that to all 5 because this is going to create our very center. So you can see there's a big gap between some of these, so we're just going to go right in between. And again, I like to hug that left side. Tiny little cuts between the groups. You just don't want to cut your petals off. Maybe drinking and working with this template, not so great.
Don't rule it out. It's possible you might create something that you had not created.
Oh, true. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so keep drinking.
All right. Could make you a little woozy looking at this petal. So again, all 5 of them, we're going to do those little cuts in between these big groups. You can see the different gaps. All right, so again, do a little cut in between, and I'm doing one at a time just because these are crazy petals and not because I had an adult beverage or 2. Okay, slice in towards the center. So again, just do those little cuts. Sometimes it's easier to see them on the back. All right, go right in between and slice. Just little cuts. Don't forget, tonight is the last night you can register for our in-person event. We are closing it in an hour. Huh?
1 hour, right?
1 hour.
I totally forgot to mention that.
It's okay. So there's still time to quick register. If you would like to hang out with us for 7 hours of this hijinks, you are in for a treat, friends. But also some crafty fun. We did go see the event space.
Yes.
Looks very nice. And again, if you were not on V's tutorial, we have some big plans for future flower camps. So we did research that as well today.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Me too.
What? What, Tractor? Again, all 5 petals cut in between each little group towards the center.
so intricate.
I know.
I don't think our camp director would be able to do that.
Oh no.
You know what? I might have him do that on one of these.
Bet.
Ew. Oh God, he's so perfect. He probably cut it in half.
Probably.
What are you mumbling over there, counselor?
All right, so now we're gonna roll the center. Straight up and down with one of the smallest barbells or metal ball stylus.
Julian, our camp director, has been lifting weights.
Ooh, I lift the metal ball stylus. All right, now again, cut in between each little group with your precision scissors. All you need to do is roll it with your metal ball stylus in the center. You're just gonna grab one of them, you fold it in half. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of fan fold them back and forth. However they land, they land. It looks like campfire flames. What?
Dang. I'm impressed.
Thank you. Now, it's not the straightest on the bottom, and that's okay. So you're just going to add some glue around there. And I come up around the sides a little. All right, now we're going to just glue it into a next one. Fold it up and around. Just gather it up. It doesn't matter how it lands. Press it along the bottom to make sure that glue adheres. Add glue to the bottom and a little bit around the sides.
Hey, Kelly. Kelly's in the house.
Hello. Glue it into the center. Hardest part. Fold it up and around. And just gather it. Add your glue, go into the next one. Super duper easy, friends. Look, we're not even using dowel rods today.
What?
I know, mind blown, I know.
It's so full.
This is what I do when I design. I just sit on my iPad and draw shapes for these centers. Usually late at night, 11:30, midnight. I should be going to bed, but glue it into your next one, and you can see how it's coming together. Crazy! She's crazy. I love her.
It's really good.
I know, I love it. Add some glue. Stand up. Place her in the center.
Wow.
And we still have 3 petals.
That is so cool.
That's amazing. Who knew?
I know.
I had no idea what it was going to do. All we need to do for the 3 of center 1, literally all we're going to do is roll. I want to make sure they're going the same way. Roll the centers with your metal ball stylus on your flower shaping mat. Flip them over so the petals are facing downward. Add some glue. So this one I didn't roll as much, so this is going to be our first layer. Flip your flower over, place it right in the center, and press. We're not going to move it too much. We want it to dry real quick. And then we're going to attach our second one. A little bit of glue. Very delicately. place it in between the previous layer's petals. This one we can see when we're placing them in between because there's a larger gap. Is that your tummy?
Yeah. Making noises. Nathan says this would be a good one for a succulent arrangement.
Ooh, yes, for sure.
Esther said it looks like a dandelion.
Oh yeah. I think my good friend who's doesn't make flowers, she says it would be like an under the sea flower.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely. And again, place the next layer in between the previous layer. So we're just going to give that a moment to dry. And then I'm going to shape her a little bit. Your first layer, you really don't have to roll it too much because we want these then to blend in. So such a fun and beautiful filler flower for sure in your arrangements.
Esther Lee says it reminds her of Horton Hears a Who.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
With Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is
Now,
so cool.
I know. All we need to do is attach our sepals. So we're going to roll the center, right where the petals meet the base. And they're rolled up. So, you know, we're going to flip them over, add our glue. Now, I did littler centers. You can also stem this, so if you want to make them a little bit larger, the sepals, you can. Depends on how much of the greenery. But because these petals are so open and crazy shaped, I didn't make my sepals so large. So, and I like to do 2 sepals. And if I choose to stem it, I'll just add another one. It really doesn't matter. That's what I do. With the petals rolled under, add your glue right in the center. And again, you're going to attach your second one.
Nathan is asking if you think the chicken feet petals from the mini marigold template would work for a dandelion. Do you have a marigold template? Or is he talking?
I do have a marigold.
It looks like chicken feet.
These? Oh yeah, you can make these. Definitely this template, or actually which one? No, actually template 9. This definitely could be used to make a marigold because we said that for the one petals.
That's right.
Yeah, you definitely could. But I do have a marigold as well.
Sharon says it looks like a spider mountain.
Oh, true. Now, all you need to do is if you choose to take the mission, you can add a little bit of color. Just like we've been, we're just to the tips. And I'm going to add a little bit of purple seedless preserves after it's assembled. And it's literally going to highlight those shapes of those petals. Just brush it on. Ding.
Brush on.
Oh, somebody's singing Grease.
I am. Not Grease too.
I know. Again, a little bit of purple. I have to come close to the light. Go to the light, Carolyn. You know what movie it is? You told her not to go. Oh my gosh, look at her.
That's so good. I love this.
I know. I need to make a bunch of those. I need to use them in the wedding arrangements. And now I'm going to add a little bit of vintage photo to tone down. Yes, Nathan, tone down a little bit of the purple. Again, to add a little bit different color. I like to do it from all different angles, so make sure you're checking from brushing down from the top, but then you also want to look from the bottom as well, just because if it is an arrangement.
Your mom's at the door, babe.
Oh.
And that's it. There she is. She's so beautiful. Look at that.
That's it.
Hi. So that is our second flower made with template 9 mini flower. Such a fun flower. Einstein hair. Absolutely. Poltergeist. Yeah. If you know me, I love movies, so I do quote a lot of them. But that is our template 9 mini flower for tonight. And again, you can use your leaves. There's some fun ones. There's 2 different styles with template 9. She's tall too. She's got some height and a good shape to her. So again, you can pull them down, but definitely stemmed. It would be beautiful. But here's the side view, close-up view. And not hard at all to make. Christmas ornament, yep, for sure. So I like a good fun filler flower, and definitely this would work. So that's template 9. Yeah, dandelion puff, yep, for sure. So again, just that little bit of coloring definitely makes a difference. So thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We're still getting started. We're still in the midst of all the fun. We're not done, friends. We're not there. We are not done for the night. We have Florist the Explorers for his special edition tonight, the director's cut. Oh boy, friends and campers. Look out. And then we have the end of day camp social following that. So the fun still continues. So be sure to hang out with us and continue with all the fun. And we love seeing your comments. And thank you all for your love and support through this week. And and for many years to come with Flower Camp. Because we don't want this to end.
We can just get the wine.
All right, I'm just going to finish my drink here.
Come and get the drinks ready.
Get your drinks ready, friends. You have a couple minutes before Florist the Explorers starts the director's cut. So whether you want to make the drink he had, if you had everything in your stash, you may. Who knows? Or if not, mix up a little something. And we will see you soon. Bye.